Hey guys, King of Charmanders here, and today I bring to you a video on the best elemental charge blade builds. This build is for charge blade elemental builds. I will cover elemental builds and provide multiple options. So I'm not just going to give you the standard fire attack 5 or water attack 5, etc. I'm going to give you multiple options because there's a lot you can do with charge blade. For raw builds, I will publish a separate video. This is just easier because with raw builds, there is a lot of options as well. So I want to cover that in a different video. Otherwise, this is going to be really long. So let's stick to elemental for now. All right, now let's just jump right into it. First, we're going to cover the fire elemental. And for the first build, I have fire attack 5 charge blade build for defense. So this is the defensive build. It maxes out fire attack to level 5, gives lock on thanks to the Black Diablo's coil, and Radabon Greaves provide an extra level of guard. If you want to do more of a guard build, combine your guard point with this guard and just give you extra defense, this build is for you. For this, you need the Anjanath helmet at grade 6, Azarathalos mail at grade 6, Anjanath fan braces at grade 6, the Black Diablo's coil at grade 6, and Radabon Greaves at grade 4. And here's a bonus. Heroics gives you an extra boost if you go below 29% HP. Now that we covered defense, here's offense. Fire attack 5, charge blade build offense. This maxes out fire attack to level 5, and like the last one, gives lock on thanks to the Black Diablo's coil. Offensive guard also gives you a boost in damage. If you choose to guard, or you just outguard once, you get that 10-second boost. And there's the bonus. Heroics level 2 if you really want to smash. At level 1, you get 10%. At level 2, you get 20% at below 29%. For this build, you need the Anjanath helmet at grade 6, the Azarathalos mail at grade 6, Anjanath fan braces at grade 6, Black Diablo's coil at grade 6, and Black Diablo's Greaves at grade 6. Alright, last but not least, we have fire attack 4 or 5 charge blade build quick work. So this is a quick work build that gives you quick work 2. Fire attack 4 with lock on and fire attack 5 without. If you want fire attack 5, just use grade 6 Rathalos coil instead of the Black Diablo's coil for this build, but you lose lock on, so just keep that in mind. Quick work 2 helps with guard points / axe transformation as well. So it actually does matter if you use quick work 2. It is a very fast sync, and even fast monster attacks will allow you to sync in with your guard point, which is really great. And transforming to your axe to use your overhead axe attacks, etc. is also really great. Earplugs for defense and heroics for extra damage at below 29% is a good bonus as well. To use this build, you must have the Odogaron helmet at grade 6, Azarathalos mail at grade 6, Anjanath fan braces at grade 6, Black Diablo's coil at grade 6, and Azarathalos Greaves at grade 6. Again, if you want fire attack 5, just use the Rathalos coil at grade 6 instead of the Black Diablo's coil, but again, you lose lock on. Next up, we have water attack 5 charge blade build for offense. This maxes out water attack at level 5, and it gives lock on thanks to Black Diablos. Quick works gives faster guard points and axe transitions. So guard point will allow you to block a certain monster's action, but there is a split second. With quick work, you'll be able to take away that split second, and you will be able to more aggressively go into your axe form. Last stat in heroics, give extra attack and defense bonus below 29%. So you get the whole package here, but this allows you to be a lot more aggressive. And of course, you have water attack 5, so you'll be able to smack the crap out of whatever monster is in front of you. For this build, you will need Odogaron helmet grade 6, Gyrototus mail at grade 4, Gyrototus fan braces at grade 6, Black Diablo's coil at grade 6, and Great Jaguar's Greaves at grade 6. We went to offense, now we have defense. Next up, we have water attack 5 charge blade build defense. This maxes out water attack 5 like the last build, and it gives lock 1 as well thanks to Black Diablo's coil. The only difference between this, the offense and the defense build, is that you have guard 2. So guard will allow you to take less damage combined with guard points. If you like saving your potions, go more defensive, you don't really like quick work, or you're used to just the transitions without that extra transformation bonus time, then this is for you. Last stat in heroics, just like the last build, give extra attack and defense bonus below 29% HP. To use this build, you will need the Radabon helmet at grade 6, Gyrototus mail at grade 4, Gyrototus fan braces at grade 6, Black Diablo's coil at grade 6, and the Great Jaguar's Greaves at grade 6. Next up, we have the power of Thunder. Thunder attack 5 charge blade build, and this is the budget offense build. Yes, we're gonna go budget here because, you know, there are some pieces that are really hard to get and some that are really easy. as in Tzitzi-Ya-Ku and Tobi-Kadachi. So this build maxes out Thunder Attack at level 5, and the build doesn't require hard to obtain Zinogre gear. Zinogre isn't only in hats. I'll have a build for that one in a sec, but this one is for monsters that are really easy to encounter. Burst level 2 also gives extra damage, and build has lock-on thanks to Rathian Vambraces. Guard and Evade Extender level 2 is a nice defensive bonus as well, so this thing has like the whole shebang, but also it's not as expensive as the next build I'm going to present. To use this build, you need the Tzitzi-Ya-Ku helmet at grade 6, Tobi-Kadachi mail at grade 4, Rathian Vambraces at grade 6, Tobi-Kadachi coil at grade 6, and the Radabon Greaves at grade 4. And for the expensive option, we have Thunder Attack 5, Charge Blade build, offensive, expensive. This maxes out Thunder Attack at level 5, and this build stacks offense like no tomorrow. You got Burst 3 and Offensive Guard 2 for a lot of damage additions. You also have Evade Extender level 1 as a nice small bonus. Now here's note, the reason we don't go for crit here is because Amped Elemental Discharge and Super Amped Elemental Discharge, or AED, or SAID, is not affected by crit chance, so in other words, you can't crit. Just in case everyone's like, oh my god, you're not using crit builds, which are really good with other weapons. Unfortunately, because you can't crit with your elemental discharges, it is not worth it to stack crit. So yes, Burst and Offensive Guard, raw damage additors still help with this build. So this will do a lot for you, and again, if you can't stack crit, you can stack raw damage additors, which will still give you a bonus to damage when you're attacking. To use this build, you will need Tzitzi-Ya-Ku helmet grade 6, Bareth Mail at grade 6, Rathian Vambraces at grade 6, Tobi-Kadachi coil at grade 6, and Zinogre Greaves at grade 6. I forgot to mention you also get lock-on with this because of the Rathian Vambraces. Alright, for the Thunder element, we have defense now. Thunder Attack level 4/5, Charge Blade build, defensive. This gives Thunder Attack level 4 with lock-on, but if you want level 5, use Tobi-Kadachi coil grade 6 at the cost of losing lock-on. Guard level 2 gives you defensive bonus with guard points. Evade Extender level 1 is a nice little bonus. And Burst level 1 and Heroics level 1 is a nice offensive addition. To use this build, you need Radamon Helmet at grade 6, Tobi-Kadachi Mail at grade 4, Zinogre Vambraces at grade 6, the Black Diablos Coil at grade 6, and the Zinogre Greaves at grade 6. Alright, now that we're done with Thunder, we have Ice Attack 5, Charge Blade build, offensive. This maxes out Ice Attack level 5, and you can use Quick Work level 2 instead of the Kulu Helm, but you give up Lock-On. Now the thing about this is, if you play the Charge Blade without Lock-On, great for you, because the issue with Lock-On when it comes to the Ice Attack variation is just there's not a lot of things that give you Lock-On. In addition, as of right now, there is no Ice Attack for legs, so you're really limited as to like how you can play offense. But in my opinion, this is the best offensive one because it gives you Heroics and Offensive Guard with bonus attack additions. You have Lock-On and you still have Ice Attack 5, and you still have some defensive things like Ice Resistance and Windproof, even though they won't matter too much. To use this build, you need Kulu-Ya-Ku Helm at grade 4. You need the Bareth Mail at grade 6, Bareth Vambraces at grade 6, Legiana Coil at grade 6, and the Black Diablos Greaves at grade 6. Where we have offense, we have defense. This is Ice Attack 5, Charge Blade build, defensive. This maxes out Ice Attack at level 5, and if you want Lock-On, you can use Kulu Helm at grade 4, but you lose 2 levels of guard. Sadly, Ice Element just doesn't have a lot of options for defense. In comparison to the rest of the elements, I would say, besides Paralysis, just because Paralysis doesn't have Paralysis Attack 5 yet, you just don't have a lot of options. So this is probably the best you can do. Again, if you want Lock-On, you could put Kulu Helm at the helmet slot at grade 4. And the issue about that is that crit doesn't really apply to you if you use SAID or AED. So if you're using the Amp Discharge, it doesn't really apply because you can't crit. That's the problem. But for this build, you need the Radabon Helmet at grade 6, Bareth Mail at grade 6, Bareth Vambraces at grade 6, Legiana Coil at grade 6, and the Radabon Greaves at grade 4. Next up, we have the Poison Element, starting off with Poison Attack 5, Charge Blade build, offensive. This maxes out Poison Attack to level 5, and you have Rathian Vambraces, which give you Burst level 2 and Lock-On. Heroics and Offensive Guard also gives you bonus damage. Now Poison, we all know we have the Poison build-up. So the build-up damage will be affected by the increase in Poison Attack 5, but the thing about it is, the rest of the time you're going to be banking on that offensive damage, so we're going to need that burst. Heroics and offensive guard gives you all those options you need. For this build, you need the Rothian helmet at grade 6, the Rothian mail at grade 6, Rothian van braces at grade 6, Puke coil at grade 6, and the Black Diablos greaves at grade 6. Now that we did offense, we have defense. We have poison attack 4, charge blade build, defensive. You still have a high poison attack at level 4, and you get lock on along with guard 3, which is excellent for defense. And again, guard 3 is kind of standard as far as knockback, etc., and can work really well with guard pointing, and if you have great timing as far as guard pointing. But if you like to use regular guard, that's great because you can use this. Poison buildup can still work with level 4. You're not super limited. That's just the way poison attack works, which is great. For this build, you will need Tzitzi-Ya-Ku helmet at grade 4, Rothian mail at grade 6, Barrel fan braces at grade 6, Puke coil at grade 6, and Radabon greaves at grade 4. And now my favorite element, which is dragon, can finally get to dragon attack level 5. We have the Dragon Attack 5 Charge Blade build offensive, and this maxes out at Dragon Attack level 5. Lock on with Kulu Helm, you could switch this out with Odogaron Helm grade 6 for quick work, level 2 if you want, but you lose lock on. So you lose lock on, but you get quick work too. And the thing about Dragon though, sadly, is the rest of these skills, except for Critical Eye, supplement this build. So Special Boost is just an extra. Same thing with Focus, and Critical Eye doesn't apply to SAED or AED. So SAID and AID, you don't get any crit bonus when you use them. To use this build, it's also kind of expensive because you have Deviljho, 2 pieces of Deviljho, and 2 pieces of Pink Rothian gear. But sadly, that's the only way you're going to get to Dragon Attack level 5. To use this build, you have the Tzitzi-Ya-Ku helm at grade 4, the Pink Rothian mail at grade 6, Deviljho van braces at grade 6, the Deviljho coil at grade 6, and the Pink Rothian greaves at grade 6. And now where there's offense, there's defense. For the Dragon Elemental, we have Dragon Attack 3 Charge Blade build defensive. This gives Dragon Attack level 3 due to the lack of support. Sadly, even though we have Deviljho to give us more Dragon Elemental attack gear, there's just not enough to really support a defensive build with Dragon Attack 5, so you don't have a lot of variety right now. However, Rothian Van Braces with Burst level 2 gives you lock on and might make up for some of the damage lost, and Guard 3 allows for the most optimal defense, along with some bonuses like Focus and Tremor Resistance. For this build, you'll need Radabon Helmet at grade 6, the Pink Rothian Mail at grade 6, Rothian Van Braces at grade 6, the Deviljho Coil at grade 6, and the Radabon Greaves at grade 4. And for the final element, we have Paralysis. For Paralysis Attack 3, Charge Blade build offensive. Paralysis Attack level 3 is the max you can go for now. Sadly, Great Gyros is the only one we got for Paralysis. And Slugger level 2 is used here because the Gyros Charge Blade has Impact File instead of Power Element File. So it actually has an impact file. So you get stun on top of paralysis stun. So this is actually really cool that you have a double stun for the charge blade, which is actually pretty insane. And heroics is a good bonus. Should you go below 29%, you have a little bit of extra power. Earplugs, not end earplugs. Yeah, earplugs isn't the best, but if you are able to negate Aurora, etc., you might be able to just stun it and just have even more chance for you to just smack away and poorly stun whatever's in front of you, especially if it's weak to paralysis. And while we have offense, we have defense. Paralysis Attack 3 Charge Blade build defensive. Paralysis Attack level 3 is the max you can go for now, like the last slide, and Guard 2 and Offensive Guard level 2 complement each other. So this build has both Guard and Offensive Guard level 2 just because we can only get to Paralysis Attack level 3, so we can put these two together. And there's nothing with like Slugger or whatnot that you could really pop in here to really get the best bang for your build. Rothian Van Braces with Burst level 2 and Lock On is a bonus. You get 2 offensive capabilities here, a defensive one, and you have lock on. So it's a good build if you're looking to use the Gyros Charge Blade, which is great. To get this build, you must have Radabon Helmet at grade 6, the Baroth Mail at grade 6, Rothian Van Braces at grade 6, the Great Gyros Coil at grade 6, and the Great Gyros Greaves at grade 6. To use this build, you need the Tzitzi-Ya-Ku Helmet at grade 4, the Diablos Mail at grade 6, Radabon Van Braces at grade 4, Great Gyros Coil at grade 6, and the Great Gyros Greaves at grade 6. If you feel like something else might be a better piece of gear to replace any of these builds, feel free to do so. That's the great thing about Charge Blade. There's a lot of different things you can do with it, and especially for elemental attack, you know, you can play with 5 or 4, whichever one you like. Generally, 5 is the best, but there are some that can't get to 5, or like I mentioned, if you want to play with 4 and put something else in, there's nothing wrong with that. Remember, what works for you may not work for someone else. There are others that prefer to use different types of build or a different thing. There's no real best. Well, there is best, like, overall, but personally, this might, or something else, might work for you. Or work differently for someone else. With that being said, I will be making the raw build for Charge Blade soon, and that should come out pretty quickly. But please do me a huge favor, like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. Hopefully this guide helps you out. Good luck on your grinds. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the Vernal Invader and the sweet Charge Blade. That's super awesome as I take out this great Jagras. And I will see y'all on the next video.